Good morning. Oh, I forgot one thing. Oh, God. Okay, there we go. Good morning, Twitch. Good morning, good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios. On this 07.25.2025. Current time is 06:16 a.m. Eastern Time here in upstate New York. That's the southern tier of upstate New York where I live and reside. I am Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich here on Rumble Studios, as well as at Fireman Rich over there on X, my mainstay, as well as you can just Google at Fireman Rich. Go ahead, Google it, and you'll see where else I'm at. I'm on like 10 other platforms and stuff that I just posted up the hot link there to the broadcast this morning. And we are here on a Friday. We made it to the weekend. For those working stiffs, all you have to do is get through the day and you can enjoy your weekend. I'm enjoying it right now for me. With a good hot cup of coffee. This would not be a Friday morning coffee broadcast if we did not have the coffee. So this is a main essential point and part of the broadcast. Why? Because I need it in the morning. No, I don't really need it. What the hell's going on back here with this? That's the Twitch there. Okay. I do I need this? No, but it tastes delicious. So, but good morning and thank you for being here on this Friday as we made it to the weekend and we're getting our day started here. And I want to say also good morning to Tina, our Jersey girl. Good morning, Tina. Glad to have you here this morning, and I do hope all is well with you as far as you're going through rehab and all that. But how many more days do you think you got there? Do you know? If it's none of my business, tell me it's none of my business. It's none of your business, Fireman Rich. Go pound salt. Which I'm. No, we're glad you're here because we know you're going through some stuff and you don't know yet. Okay, that's the standard doctor answer, I guess, for doctors. I guess, right? You know, but we do wish you well, and I hope your new room has been nice this week and stuff. So it's just like I was getting a little fearful of the witch that was in the other room. I got to be careful saying, but we're glad to have Tina here. As far as that goes, she is taking care of herself, and we're glad to hear that as far as that goes. But she doesn't know when she'll be getting out, and yeah, she says yes, nice person. Thanks. Yes, nice. Okay, this person's a nice person. Okay, that's good. That's good. That makes for a much better recovery and stuff like that. And as far as that goes, so glad to have you here. And we are getting our day started a little late, running a little late. I was right on time, 6 o'clock Monday and Wednesday, but today I guess I was just dragging a little, just a tad, just a little bit and stuff. Okay, what's going on with this player back here? This is I'm gonna have to throw this back over on Rumble. I've got this the big screen TV back here hooked up to the Roku, and it just doesn't seem to want to cooperate, I guess. So I'm not sure what's going on here. Oh, let's see. Can't have a blank screen behind me, that's for sure. Let me go ahead and put this on the. Let me go ahead and put this on the Rumble, I guess. Let's go ahead and do it that way. What do you mean no internet? Is the internet? Oh, the Wi-Fi went down. What happened to the Wi-Fi? Wi-Fi went down, folks. Yeah, the Wi-Fi. It's rebooting. Because my other two devices, actually my other three devices here, they just went down. So okay, that's par for course. Living in a rural area, you got issues and stuff like that. So there's a stray kitty cat. Hi, kitty cat. There's a stray kitty cat. Well, I don't know stray, but hi. Comes walking by here every morning. And Bug is right there saying hi. Hello. Let's say hi. Let's say hi. Hi. How are you? Hi, kitty. How you doing? Are you surprised? Where you going? I scared the kitty cat. Oh, what's this? What's this on the floor? What do I got there? I got. Oh, that's a note I need. Okay, let's see. We're getting sidetracked here, but it is a Friday, so um, let's see. We have cooperate or ritual shut. No, this is my Wi-Fi. I don't have control. No, that's the Wi-Fi. It's just Let's see if it's back up here again. Huh? What is going on with that? That is strange. It is truly strange, folks. Let's see what we got here. Oh, I don't want that. I want the Wi-Fi. I want the Wi-Fi side. What's the Wi-Fi? Huh. Let me see something here, folks. Let me check this out. I'm resetting the Wi-Fi on the router here. Maybe that'll do something. We'll see what happens here. And so I appreciate your coming in here and watching this sort of bumbling idiot broadcast right from the get-go and stuff like that. So we'll see. It looks like they're. Are we online here? Let's see. Okay, it looks like the Wi-Fi is back up, except not for my phone here. But we'll see what we can do about that. Turn it off and turn it back on. Isn't that the case when you're doing? But no, I won't shut it down. It looks like it's shutting me down. But Tina saying hi to Double J's and who's in there, coming in from a undisclosed location, as I like to say with Double J's. But he's originally from the country of India. And the one thing I like about India, and I said this before, Double J's, is I love watching their space their launches and stuff. It reminds me of the back in the 60s and 70s, as far as everybody sitting there watching. They're all excited. They should be, because it's a, it's one of those things that brings the country together as far as one purpose and stuff like that, and all. Okay, looks like we're back up online here. So let's go ahead and let's see, retry this. Does that come back up on? Connection error. Okay, we're back up. We're back up. Okay, we're back up across the board here. So I guess the except here, what happened here? Let's see. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay, we're back up. All righty. And Double J saying hi to good morning to Tina. And Double J says, I have a long list of things I don't like in India. Yeah, I know that. I having conversed with you here, Double J's, I know. I just there's a list as far as that goes. I don't know if it's a long list for my country, but I do have a list of things that I don't like about what's going on here in the United States as far as that goes. So, that's just showing that you care about to a certain degree, whether you agree or disagree. It shows some you care about you wish it was better and stuff like that. And as far as that goes, so, but glad to have you here again. I hope all's safe where you're at and you're doing well, and which I'm sure you are. And I do appreciate you being here, as well as the people that are listening on. I got to mention, we will repurpose this the shameful plug of saying that we do repurpose this broadcast audio wise over there on Spotify for creators, and so I want to thank the people that are listening to the broadcast as well, and those people on the replay at the beginning. I like saying that at the beginning and at the end of the broadcast because, or else I'd just be a empty shell here, just talking into the air, which I still would do. I have fun doing this and stuff as far as that goes. So, but the coffee's tasting good. The weather out here, well, we got cloudy skies. It was pretty hot. We had a heat advisory yesterday, and yesterday I did have the pleasure of the weekly grocery shopping with the missus. I went with her, so my big ticket item that I ended up getting able to pick out, other than the bologna at the delicatessen or at the deli. I got a pound of bologna. I had a bologna sandwich. I mean, it's bologna sandwiches for lunch for the next few days. But the big ticket item for me was the popcorn. I have a hankering. We haven't had popcorn in the house for a while, so I'm gonna have some popcorn this weekend. And so I got a box of popcorn over Willenbright or something like that. I don't know. You can't believe there's like 20 selections of different popcorns, as far as 20 different selections of everything else. Just that's what amazes me going there. And one of the things as we were getting ready to leave, which was a really treat, and it's one of those special moments that when you go to a place, and I've been retired for 2 years. This gentleman I haven't seen in years. He was my manager when I worked at IBM, and just call him Gene. Gene. I'm putting the last bag of groceries that Pam was. She used to work in a grocery store back when she was in high school, so she helps out by she'll get the main stuff there on the counter for the checkout, and then I take over the bulk stuff as far as making sure it gets it, and then I push down. I get the bags that she's packed and stuff like that. So the cashier, she's very she's the regular cashier. She goes sees and stuff, so it's a regular routine. So I'm turning around with the cart, and then there's Gene, and I'm looking. I'm like, whoa! And then Gene goes, "Hey, Rich," and I go, "Hey, Gene." And I hadn't seen him. He was my manager at IBM. Oh wow, we're talking close to 20 years. I hadn't seen him in well, no, he did go to he did come as an engineer to the because he's an engineer. He was a manager, an engineer manager. Very smart man. Very smart man. Very quiet and reserved. And when I got chewed out, you didn't feel like you're getting chewed out when you got chewed out by him and stuff. I had a couple of incidents. My getting a little teed off with one of my coworkers or something like that, and I got called into his office to tell, "Hey, you need to cool your jets." It's like, okay, yeah. He's doing the manager thing and stuff, but. It has, but he did. No, I can't say it's been probably over 10 years, because he did follow when IBM closed down, and I went to the new day job. He came over into the new day job, and I crossed paths with him where I worked at before retiring. He retired before I did, so it's been 10 years, a little over 10 years since I last seen him. But I first met him and worked with him at IBM when I was after I got out of the Air Force, and it's always good to meet up with people you haven't seen before, especially good people, people that really mattered, because he was it was fun working, when it was IBM, when they switched over to EIT and they sold, and IBM moved out and it became a different company, and it wasn't the same. It wasn't the same. So but I was at the IBM for like 7 years, and then they switched over, they sold the farm, and I was there for Endicott Interconnects for 2 years, and then I moved down the road to the day job and stuff. So Gene is one of those guys I knew from the IBM plant, but we all relocated to a different source of employment. What the hell is on my things here? I got something in my glasses. What's up there, Buggy? So that was pretty exciting. So it was a very, very good and very successful trip to the grocery store and stuff. And because I did take a walk, I counted walking around the grocery store which is there's a lot of walking around the aisles and stuff because we had the heat advisory yesterday, and we don't have a heat advisory this morning, but currently here the temperature is 73 degrees Fahrenheit as far as that goes here, and that's sort of warm. We got the air conditioners are on, and is it still doing this? Air conditioners are still on to keep it cool in the house here, and it's 73 in the house. It's 73 outside, but it's soupy. You can feel it's soupy outside, and so that's a big thing is the humidity. So that equates to 22 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's going to get hot. It's going to get higher, of course, as far as that goes, temperature wise. And let's see what the day is going to bring here. You're going to have a mix of clouds and sun during the morning. Will give way to cloudy skies this afternoon. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. High 84 degrees. So yeah, it's just regular clouds there this morning, but high of 84 degrees Fahrenheit. Which if they say high, that means it'll probably be between 85 and 90 today. Winds out of the west by northwest, 5 to 10 miles per hour. The sun rose this morning at 5:53 a.m. 5:53 a.m., which is about what is it? 1:10 be 30, about 40 minutes, 42 minutes ago. The sun rose at 5:30, 5:50. I'm sorry, 5:53. 5:53. So, and the sun will be setting later this evening at 8:32 p.m. 8:32 p.m. Our world times the temperatures as I speak, starting in Honolulu, Hawaii, where I visited there 3 times in my lifetime. I like it's Honolulu's a kick. I like Honolulu. It's it's a happening spot. Good place to visit. I'd like to visit the rest of Hawaii. Next time I go there, I'd like to go to the Big Island and check that out. But in Honolulu, Hawaii at 12:33 a.m. currently, clear skies, 77 degrees Fahrenheit. In Phoenix, Arizona, currently at 3:33 a.m. We have clear skies, 88 degrees Fahrenheit. In Chicago, the Windy City of Chicago, Illinois, at 5:33 a.m. Cloudy skies, 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Down in the city of New York City, the concrete jungle, at 6:34 a.m. At 6:34 a.m. here in upstate New York, the southern tier of upstate New York, also it is sunny and clear, 75 degrees Fahrenheit. And down in central New Jersey, where our Jersey girl is from, and that would be Miss Tina. 98 degrees today. Wow, 75. So if you get 98, I'm thinking that temperature they're saying 84. We're gonna probably be in the 90s up here. You got 98. Wow. It's all over the whole country here, the Northeast and Southeast and Central. But it's going to be a hot one. It's summertime, folks. Summertime. It is. Going across the pond to Cork, Ireland at 11:24 a.m. Cloudy skies, 66 degrees Fahrenheit. In Milan, Italia at 12:35 p.m. their time currently. Lunchtime in Milan. Manja. It's lunchtime in Milan. We got cloudy skies, some sun peeking through, 75 degrees Fahrenheit. And in New Delhi, India at 4:05 p.m. Cloudy skies with a little sun. It's 97 degrees. That's a hot one, isn't it, Double J's? That's a hot one there in New Delhi. But down on the coast of India, Mumbai, which is would be southwest. Mumbai is showing at 6:35 p.m. No, I'm sorry. No, that's Kuala Lumpur. 4:05. They're at the same time. Why could you have 2 different time zones? Mumbai is before, but on Mumbai at 4:05 p.m. It's raining in Mumbai right now. Temperature 81 degrees Fahrenheit. So there's a big significance, 81 to 97 as far as that goes. So they got the hot weather in New Delhi this time. Now in Kuala Lumpur at 6:36 p.m. Currently there, sunny and clear, 90 degrees Fahrenheit. In Tokyo, Japan, where they're starting their evening at 7:36 p.m. Cloudy skies, some a little clearing, 84 degrees Fahrenheit. Down under on the great continent, in the great country of Australia, great friends and allies to the United States, and we do appreciate it. Down in Melbourne, Australia, at 8:36 p.m. in their evening, it's 50 degrees Fahrenheit, cloudy skies, and off to the east in Sydney at the same time, well, just a minute later, 8:36 p.m. Cloudy skies, 61 degrees Fahrenheit. So there's a big significance. It's still cold, 50 to compared to 61. That's an 11-degree temperature change. So it's wintertime down there. That's why they're down in the 50s and 60s, and we're up in the 90s, 80s, and 90s because we're in the northern hemisphere. They're in the southern hemisphere. And what do I mean by hemisphere? If people watching this on the replay don't know, if you're north of the equator, that's considered the northern hemisphere. If you're south of the equator, you're in the southern hemisphere. And I don't know. I've been told the toilets spin the opposite way down in the southern hemisphere. That just popped into mind there. Oh, okay. We do have a thought for the day from a great statesman and leader of the UK during World War II, and that's Mr. Winston Churchill, former Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. Winston Leonard Spencer Churchill was a British statesman, military officer, and writer who was Prime Minister to the United Kingdom from 1940 and 1945. And he decided to come back to give it a second try, too. He was Prime Minister also in 1951 to 1955. God bless him. And I like him. There's some people think he's a little shady as far as the prime minister. He did a few things that were under the radar during World War II history. It's pretty interesting that they did. There's a couple things they didn't let the United States know what's going on, and especially when they had they broke the German code there and stuff like that. So. Let's see. Double J says, ever knew his middle names? Oh, you didn't know? Yeah, that's the thing. That's the one thing when I look at the bio. It's Sir Winston Leonard Spencer Churchill. And then he probably has a lot of those, what do you call them? Double J's, the MP, blah, blah, blah. You know, those, they're not acronyms, but the initials afterwards and stuff. They don't have it here. But his main one being Prime Minister, as far as that goes. He was the PM as far as that goes. So, but we have a good quote, and we've had this quote from him before, and I think it's a really good one, and it's one of the ones I really like as far as that goes. And letters are never, yeah, letters. I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant there, Double J's. This stuff. That's the thing. When you see a lot of chat, you get to know your people in the chat. You know what they're trying to say. So. Freaking letters, yeah, I know. Got to laugh about them. I call it fat fingering for me. Okay, his quote and our thought for the day goes as follows: if you're going through hell, keep going, because eventually you're going to come out of it, right? I think that's the first impression, my first takeaway as far as that goes. But and in a sense, back in World War II, the country of UK was going through hell, and he was a leader to trying to get them through it. And so basically, when facing difficulty and challenging times, one should persevere and never give up, as the only way to get through the hardships is to continue to move forward. Move forward. I'm always that one type of person that says you got to move forward. So if you're in the midst of a whole bunch of crap that hit the fan, you got to get through it. You got to take care of it, push through it and stuff. Take care of it and all that as far as that goes. And you're the better person because you persevered. And there's Jackie Jack. Hey, Jack, how we doing, buddy? You just get finishing your breakfast? Oh yeah, you want to know a little knuckle? There's Jackie Jack. He's the oldest of the five cats that we have in the house. So for Winston Churchill and the people of the UK during World War II, they were going through hell. They were getting the freaking snot bombed out of them. They had the Blitz, they had the Battle of Britain there, the air war that Nazi Germany was trying to take them out, and they persevered. They went. And they were the underdog. They were able to prevail as far as that goes. Double J says Jack makes the cameo presence on the cameo. No, it's like a routine for these cats. Just like I don't know if you were here, Double J's in the broadcast when I just started. There was a stray cat that every morning comes walking across the backyard and walks over there, and then late evening, I think there's a barn over there. They play around in, and to get the mice, and then they come back over and stuff like that. It's just one of three neighborhood cats I think we've seen. We got this one is a silver one. There's a calico one. There's a yellow one, and I think there was a black one. I haven't seen the black one in a while, but sometimes they park right underneath the tree here, and they wait for the birds. I don't really care for that. I see that, I chase them off. Okay, so Winston Churchill giving us a great quote this morning. If you're going through hell, keep going. That's the motivation to get through what you're getting, to persevere and get through it. So thank you, Winston Churchill, Prime Minister Winston Churchill. God bless and Godspeed, sir. I do want to note that we have currently 5 people. We got 1 person on Locals, 1 person on Rumbles, nobody on YouTube, 3 people on Twitch, nobody on Facebook, and on Kick, where we're over there. I don't know why. We're over there for kicks. We have 1 person on Kick, and over on the X Live, we have how many people do we have? We have 2 people over on Kick or over on X Live. So I just want to recognize those folks because I just noticed that I do not have the count in. There it is. There's the count right there. We got there it is, and for X Live and Kick, which is the little chain links, they don't come in, but the other one. So we got 7 platforms we're going right now, folks. 7 platforms, and that's the power of Rumble Studios. Rumble Studios is great. I like Rumble Studios. It's a great place, and I enjoy using it as far as that goes. Okay, I got something to share here. We had another person that left us yesterday, and this person is this gentleman right here, Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan passed away at I believe is 71 years old, I believe, and what is it? Let's see. Let me copy the link here. Mr. Hulk Hogan. I grew up with him. 71 years old. It's too young. And this is right after the day after we had Ozzy Osbourne, and then there's the one actor from Cosby. He played Theo. I can't think of his name. He passed away. So we got people dropping like flies and stuff. But according to DMZ, Hulk Hogan passed away. He's 71 years old. Medics were dispatched to the WWE Icon in Clearwater, Florida, where his home is, early Thursday morning, with operators starting. It was regarded as cardiac arrest. He had cardiac arrest. It's basically a heart attack. Video. No, we're not going to show the video. There's a video over on TMZ. Showed residents outside Hogan's house, or Hogan's residence, the scene, showing responders desperately trying to save him, performing CPR. So they responded. The call came in at 9:51 yesterday, in the morning, and Hogan was treated by the Clearwater Fire and Rescue personnel before taken to a nearby hospital. And during the news conference Thursday afternoon, Clearwater Police chief said that Hulk Hogan passed away at 11:17, and there was no signs of foul play. He just had a heart attack, and um, the story was broke yesterday, and it was. It's sad. He was a good guy, very out front person. He looked healthy as far as that goes. So, but um, but he was at the time he was just dealing with some symptoms of a neck procedure he underwent. So I'm not sure if that happened. But Hulk Hogan was born as Terry Gene Bolla, Bolla, transforming professional wrestling into a family entertainment sport back in the day. Before Hulk, wrestling catered to a fairly narrow audience. Hulk Hogan's theatrics in the ring were magnetic for children. I gravitated to. I loved Hulk Hogan when I was growing up, and Hogan's kickstarted a pop culture phenomena known as Hulkamania. I remember that after defeating the Iron Sheik for the World Heavyweight Championship in 1984, a craze that never went away, and his signature bandana and handlebar mustache were often copied by fans. So he is going to be missed, and I got to say that he is going to be missed. So, and there was somebody else. I don't have a picture of the gentleman, but God, who was that? Chuck Mangione. Chuck Mangione. I get that. Is that how you pronounce his name? Let's see. I bring it up. Chuck Mangione. He passed away yesterday. Also, a jazz legend. He was 84 years old, as far as that goes. And according to the AP, the two-time Grammy Award-winning musician who achieved international success back in 1977 with his jazz favorite "Feel So Good," and later became a voice actor on animated TV, King of the Hill. He died 84. He died here in New York. He passed away up there in Rochester, New York, this past Tuesday, which I didn't realize in his sleep. And he's been retired since 2015. Perhaps his biggest hit, "Feel So Good," is a staple on most smooth jazz radio stations, and has been called one of the most recognized melodies since Michelle by the Beatles. His hit was a number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100 and the top of the Billboard Adult Contemporary. So God bless to Hulk Hogan and Chuck Mangione, and Godspeed as far as that goes. It's sad, but got to recognize it. It's just sad as far as that goes. And Deplorable, hey, how you doing? Deplorable is here as far as that goes. And yes, we definitely say rest in peace, Hulk, a maniac. Rest in peace, Hulk, a maniac. And also Chuck Mangione. I hope you're doing well, Deplorable. Thank you for being here. Glad to see you here over on the Rumble. And let's see, as far as that goes. And let's see, Deplorable's over there and on Rumble. We're glad to see you here, my friend. Hope all's well. I hope you had a great weekend and such. So there we have it. This has been a week. There's 4 people, and I guess there was a 5th person, a lady from the Food Network. I don't watch the Food Network, but I heard that there was so we have people And there's Laura. Laura, hello. And I see that you. I'm waking up this morning. I got alert. I got to watch it after the thing. I guess you posted something up on your YouTube channel, so I'll have to check that out. So hello to you, sir. Good to have you here. And Deplorable says thank you. Good morning so far. Yeah, that's good. 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 That's a good thing. Always good to start off with a good morning and stuff. It makes the day go by a lot better and stuff. Okay, so we did have the our thought for the day from Winston Churchill. Let's see. We do have a. Oh, I don't have it up, do I? I don't have a tab up for the National Day. Let me bring this up. Our National Day. Let's see. National Day. This morning, we have National Hot Fudge Day. Wow, that's good. And I would say, yeah, let's go with that one, National Fudge Day. But let's see. Laura says it's just a short, heavy snow in April 2023. Molly not happy. Oh, okay. That's a preview. I haven't seen it yet. I'll watch it after we get done here. As far as I did when I was prepping, I saw the alert come up because I do follow you there over on your YouTube channel. So that'll be interesting to see snow in Norway from this past April. Oh no, this is 2023, so that's a couple years back. Okay, let's see our national days. And Tina's probably saying, I want the one. No, we got a couple other ones. We got National Thread the Needle Day. We've got National Wine and Cheese. Oh, that's a good one, right? Or how about National Hire a Veteran Day? Yeah, hire a veteran. I'm going to go because the southern tier of upstate New York, especially around the Binghamton, Johnson City, Endicott area, it's known as the carousel capital of the world. There's 6 working merry-go-rounds. Those are carousels, and they're over 100 years old. So I'm going to go with hashtag merry-go-round. Okay, these are like a diamond in the rough up here, because when you see them for the first time and you see that there's 6 working ones within less than a 20-minute drive to each other, that's pretty amazing. And Tina says that's good. Okay, but today is National Merry-Go-Round Day on July 25th, recognizing the amusement ride associated with carnival music. Today we are inviting you to pick your horse or tiger and come along for a spin. So I don't know. That might be a trip if I could talk to Mrs. and to go up to one of the merry-go-rounds and get on it. If I did that, I probably would live stream it. I'll have to see about that, see what we got going for the day. The merry-go-round is one of the oldest amusement rides, also known as a carousel. The merry-go-round rotates on a circular platform round a pole. The platform holds seats for riders. A motor spins the platform around the large center pole. Between rows of seats, passengers ride wooden horses and other animals. Poles anchor the animals in place. Once in a while, the colorful animals move up and down. The movement simulates galloping. Meanwhile, music plays, adding a lighthearted atmosphere, and they're fun. When I was a kid, I took it for granted. Okay, there's the merry-go-round, but I look back on it; they're iconic, and we have 6 of them that are over 100 years old here in the southern tier of upstate New York. So merry-go-rounds are fun to ride, and I remember the first time we went to Ross Park Zoo when I was in elementary school, and up there in Binghamton. And there's one right outside the entrance of Ross Park Zoo, and you had to pick up a piece of litter, and then you had to deposit it in the can that said, it wasn't a free ride. You had to have a piece of litter. So that's how they got the kids to clean up the park. Go and get a piece of litter. So there it is. Today is National Merry-Go-Round Day. And they are beautiful. They're beautiful pieces of artwork as far as the restored horses and stuff like that. Yesterday, we did have the audio podcast, and our interesting subject that we talked about. There's black holes out there, and how do they form? Well, maybe they gobble up each other. Well, that may be the case from this article I read yesterday and presented on the Fireman Rich audio podcast over there on Spotify, and it's concerning that large black hole merge. It's the largest black hole merge ever observed, and you don't not observed with the eyes, but the waves that are coming, that are actually folding the fabric of time in space. We have sensors that can pick this up, and they have several of them that they're detected by the LIGO sensor of a universal shaking event. And what it is these you got a collaboration between humanity's 3 gravitational wave detectors. They have identified a black hole merging event that's creating something of its 225 times. It's as big as 225 times the size of the sun. That's huge, folks. That's big. It's the largest such event ever detected in history of gravitational wave. That's what they do. They see the gravitational waves. There's a whole shitload of them out there coming, and they're converging at one location. So that's an indication 2 black holes are coming together. And it was in 2015. History was made when the LIGO observatories in Livingston, Louisiana, and Hanford, Washington, detected the ripple in the fabric of time caused by a black hole approximately 65 times the mass. So they can see these waves, okay, the ripples, and that's pretty interesting stuff right there. I'm just glad those black holes are so far away, because this one that they're detecting now, it's going to merge into being something that's 225 times larger than the sun. That's huge, huge. Let's see. It is scary outside the Milky Way. Yeah, that's for sure. You got giants. You got things that are bigger than giants out there. Deplorable. Yeah, that's something. But I just think that when you hear, this isn't science fiction. This is gravitational waves that are rippling the fabric of space. That's mind-boggling when you think about it. I just and we're able to detect it. So we're on the outer fringes, which is a good thing. So I talked about that article yesterday. You can check it out over there on Spotify for creators. I do the same thing I do here, but it's a scaled down. I've always done the audio and stuff like it, and I've always presented a good, interesting article. And that was the article I presented yesterday. Now, next Tuesday, we're going to have the Mixcloud broadcast, because it's every other Tuesday, and I will be doing another audio podcast next Thursday, as far as that goes. Big Juice, hey, what you going? Now we were just talking about that, Steve. We're talking about the Hulkster, and I don't know if you heard Chuck Mangione. He passed away also. He passed away at he was 84. Hulk was 71. So we got two iconic individual personalities and entertainers, if you will, that passed away. I grew up with Hulk, and Chuck Mangione. Who doesn't like his music? His music was good. Yeah, you could say they're dropping like flies, and then and Laura, we were talking about this on the Wednesday broadcast. Yeah, Ozzy, he passed away. Another great, and he had the concert that he was in here just last month. They raised a lot of money for charity. There was a lot of money. The money that they raised on that concert, his farewell concert. It's sort of ironic that it was shortly afterwards he passed. So we got a lot of entertainers there, and then the other one we're talking about, I can't remember the guy's name. He played Theo on Cosby. Who was the character Theo? Theo on Cosby. I can't think of his name. Oh, Malcolm Jamal Warner. He passed away. Yeah, I think it was Malcolm Jamal. He drowned. I guess he was down in Central America. I think Costa Rica, maybe it was. He passed away. And let me see. Bring him up. Yeah, Malcolm Jamel Warner. Um, he was a actor, director, musician, and poet. He was down there with his family vacationing, but um, they tried saving him. Uh, let's see. Yeah, he was swimming with his 8-year-old daughter and was rescued when he drowned. It so he drowned it down in Costa Rica. As far as that goes, Surfer spotted the actor best known for his role as Theo Huxtable in the TV sitcom The Cosby, and his daughter struggled to and dove in to help. I guess he went to help his daughter because it might have been the undertide. A surfer used a board to bring Warner's daughter to safety, and a volunteer lifeguard pulled Warner to another surf to in and another surf to shore, where Warner was giving 45 minutes of CPR, and then it was called that he had passed. So that's sort of tragic there. He went out to rescue his daughter, and um, he got caught up in it. I guess the thing is, there wasn't any regular assigned lifeguards at that time, so the lifeguards were a little scarce, I guess, as far as that goes. And well, Bill Cosby, he's still. Yeah, I think I'm not sure. Is Bill Cosby still alive? I don't know. Let's check. I'm not sure. Now, I think he passed away, didn't he? Bill Cosby. Let's see. Bill Cosby. That's a good question. I'm not sure. Yeah, I guess he is. Yeah, he's 88. He lives in. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Yeah, I think he is still alive. It looks like. I thought he passed. Let me check just to make sure. Yeah, Bill Cosby's still alive, and he was released from prison back in 2021. So, that's one of the things. I guess he hasn't been in the news like he has in the past with all his past transgressions and stuff like that. And Deplorable says he knew his last song of his concert was "Mama, I'm Coming Home." Yeah, that has a new meaning now, doesn't it? Deplorable. It does have a new meaning, doesn't it? Ah, you mentioned that. Yeah. um, and let's see. Laura says I actually met Earl Heyman here in town. He played the father of Bill Cosby. Oh, really? Okay, that's cool. And Big Juice says, yeah, he was 88. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. He's 88 years old, I guess, as far as that goes. So Bill Cosby is. He's still alive. God bless him. He was good on the. He had a sketchy past and stuff like that. But um, let's see, Richard, did you see my new profile picture? Where at? Is it on? Where's your profile? Is it on? I can imagine what it is. Is it a shower head? What's it on? Is it on Twitch? Let me go to your Twitch page. Oh, the toilet with the grill. Oh, wow, I like that. That's Oh, that's good. That's a good one. I like that. It's a grill. You got hamburgers on the toilet. I don't know. If you're burning something in the bowl, that bowl had a lot of stuff. Do you get that type? Do you get the burning off of the bottom portion of the toilet there onto your meat? I don't know if I'd be doing that. But that's just your profile page. That's funny. That's a good one. That's a good one there, Steve. As far as yeah, I just saw it on Twitch. That's funny. That's funny. Check out Big Juice. Let's see, what is it? Where is it here? Here it is. Yeah, yeah. Check out over on Twitch, Big Juice 4. That's his handle, and you'll see his new his. That's funny. I've never seen that's a unique use of the toilet, I guess you could say. Let's see here, and Deplorable says, I remember his show, Picture Page, when I was a kid. Picture Page. I don't remember that show. Picture Page. Let me look at that one here. Picture Page. What's Picture Page? Let me see. Picture for Cosby. Yeah. Picture Page was went from 1978 to 1984. American Education Television program aimed at preschoolers, teaching lessons in basic arithmetic. Okay, yeah, that was. I remember that show. Let's see. No, it's a pair of old underwear. It is. What are you talking about? I'm seeing a toilet. The actual picture. Pair of underwear. I'm seeing a toilet that looks like a grill on Twitch. Let's see. Deplorable was Bill Cosby's show on PBS. I'm not sure. That show might have been. It was a PBS show. It says American Educational Television Program, and it's not really. I'm not. It just said Educational Television, so it might have been on PBS. Not sure. Not sure. Okay, we're gonna be. Let's go ahead and. Okay, Tina. We'll see you later. Glad to have you here. Let's see now. Let's see. Yeah, it was on PBS after school. Okay, yeah, I figured that. I used to watch Zoom when I was a kid, back in the day and stuff. And Laura's saying, "Take care, Tina." And let's see, before Bob Ross's Joy of Painting. Oh, okay, it came on just before him. I remember him. I would click and I'd see Bob Ross and stuff. The painter there, as far as that goes. So let's see. Do we got any commercials? We don't have any commercials here. Okay, we're going to do 100 years ago today, folks. Let's go ahead and bring this up. And we're coming up on an hour here. So, and I still got half a cup of coffee here. Let's see here. Let's get rid of this as far as that goes, and we'll go to 100 years ago. And there's no young lady. It goes right into the broadcast, into the thing. So let's go ahead and listen to 100 years ago, as of this past Wednesday, the 23rd of July.
100 years ago today, a descendant of Elias Whitmore, the first settler in Windsor, has donated the old mansion at 107 Main Street to the Village of Windsor to be used as a community house. This house is one of the oldest buildings in Broome County still standing. The architect, Arthur T. Lacey, has completed plans for the new High Street Methodist Church building at Vestal Avenue and High Street. 20 acres of land near the intersection of Vestal and Rush Avenues has been sold and will be immediately developed as a new residential section. And finally, a Clinton Street woman was injured last night during an altercation with her neighbor, who she said hit her over the head with a milk bottle. That was the news, July 23rd, 1925.
Lordy. Watch out for neighbors that what is it?
1925. 1925.
Watch out for neighbors that are holding a milk bottle. Oh, this is that was big news back then, I guess. That's what he's showing here. Of course, you had what is it? 20 acres of near the intersection of Vestal and Rush Ave have been sold for immediate development as a new residential section, meaning they're expanding on the housing, and then they have the completed plans for a new High Street Methodist Church. I think that Methodist Church is still there, And then the first settlers out there in Windsor, which is just outside Binghamton on the west side there, the old mansion was utilized as a community house, and that's these very rich people back in the day. They would donate their houses for public use. As thus was the case if you go to the Roberson Museum in Binghamton, New York. That's a mansion that was used by or owned by the Roberson family, a very well-off family back in the day there. But I'm still laughing at this the milk bottle incident as far as that goes. That's something there, folks, as far as beware of neighbors with a milk bottle. That's something. Let's see. And other things that happened on this day in history, let's go ahead and check that out here. And let's see. What do we have here? In 1866, Ulysses S. Grant was named General of the Army of the United States of America, the first officer to hold this rank. And I think that was like it might have been a 5-star. I think General of the Army is like he was a 4-star general, but he was in charge of the whole campaign, and he was the winning general that helped keep the United States, from being ripped apart as far as that goes. And he has a very interesting story. He almost decided to give up the military, and one of his generals, General Sherman, who's best known for the march to Atlanta, Georgia. He was a good friend of Grant's, and he talked him out of it because he said, "We need you," as far as that goes. And those two generals, they were very successful in winning the Civil War, and great picks by by President Abraham Lincoln. And let's see. It was 1946, the United States, even though we had detonated one, the United States detonated an atomic bomb near the Bikini Atoll in the Pacific, and the first underwater test of the device. We continued to test these things on the Pacific, and thus spawned the movie Godzilla. Godzilla was formed, right? Because supposedly that's what created Godzilla. Let's see. It was on this day in 1960 in a Woolworth store in Greensboro, North Carolina, that had been the scene of nearly 6 months of sit-in protests against its whites-only lunch counter dropped its segregation policy, which was, they had the segregation. You can drink out of this water fountain if you're white, and you can drink out of this water fountain if you're black. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. You have black bathrooms and you have white bathrooms. You have a white counter and that was primary. You can't sit at the front of the bus if you're black. Yes. So troubling times in the 60s, but they and also for the United States, and we're a lot smarter because of it. The civil rights movement, as far as a very strong civil rights movement, came out of that. Let's see, what else do we have? And that's about it as far as history, as far as I'm going to go for that. And we're going to go ahead and take a break and refresh the coffee as we are finishing up the first hour, the first half of the Friday morning coffee here for this July 25th, 2025. We'll get another cup of coffee here. So we'll go ahead and let's see what's okay. There's that. And we'll go ahead and let's see, put that on the loop. And we will be right back, folks. So just hang loose. We'll be back in a couple minutes. Okay, there we go. I'm sorry. Let it drag a little bit longer. What is that? What's that box? Ooh, you guys watching that? You looking at that? Not that box, but there's something else on the floor that I've been playing around with this last week and stuff. But we're back here. We're back for the Friday morning coffee here, and I got my second cup of coffee here for this morning for hashtag positive start today, hashtag PSTTD. Would be a morning coffee broadcast if we did not have the morning coffee. And oh, look at this. We got Tony D. Tony D. Salute to you. With brother veteran, my good friend and fellow broadcaster there. And good to see you. Saw you that got an alert this morning. Sorry I didn't get back with you. You guys were on too late for me, Brian. I was already crashed. I was crashed out on the couch last night. Tony D was broadcasting last night. And well, good to see you. Good morning from Tony. Tony says good morning. There we go. Good morning, Tony, from the missus, Tony. And Tony saying hi to Deplorable. And Tina had already left here, Tony. She's over watching Hal. And Laura saying hi to Tony. And Tony saying hi to Double J's. And he's making the rounds. Tony saying hi to Laura, as well as to Big Juice, and he's checking out the YouTube. We got 3 people on the YouTube. Wow. Okay. And Big Juice saying hi to Tony, and Tony is letting us know that down there in Warner Robins, Georgia, it's 74 degrees Fahrenheit, 92 for the high. It's going to be a hot one down there in Georgia, and 74 and sunny. And Tony says all's good. Yeah, I got your. You just said you're going to be on some time. I got to have a time. I can't. I think when I saw it, it's like, oh, okay. I'll see if he's on early. And even then, I left. I was out in the living room, and as soon as I laid down, I was out and stuff. So I'll be watching your replay today. So Tony was up there with, I think it was. I looked like the first minute you were with Brian and JoJo. So I'll have to watch that later today. And as far as that goes, and hey, we got Liberty coming in, making her appearance there from the. And Liberty says good morning. Liberty says good morning. Hey, Mrs. The Liberty says good morning. Oh, she can't hear me. The TV is loud. You can hear it in the background as far as that. Good morning, Liberty. Thank you for the flags. Oh, the Buffalo area, I should say. Yes, the Buffalo, Niagara area as far as that go. Buffalo area. Thank you for being here. And I love the flags. I love the flags on the, if I can get to them. How come they're not going? Oh, there they are. I'm clicking them on and off. I love the flags on your post. Love the flags. And Tony D says, yeah, good to have you here, Tony, as well. Hope all's well with you, Liberty. And it's Friday. Well, for you, Tony, you gotta go get through the work, and then you got the weekend and stuff like that. So good seeing you folks, as always. And Liberty says she waves and says hi to everyone. Let's check the Facebook, because if Tony is here, he popped over. I guarantee he popped over on the Facebook. Let's see. Yep, there he is. He put the like. Thank you, Tony, for the like. I as far as that goes, we appreciate it. And I don't see anybody over there, but as you can see, we have 3 people on Rumble right now, 1 person on Locals, 3 people on YouTube. Woo woo! What's going on there? We have 6 people on the Twitch coming through. Go Twitch, go! And there was nobody on Facebook. These ones they'll click in, but these 2 down here, X and Kick. Let me check Kick. Do we still have our 1 viewer over there? Sometimes we have 2. Let's see. We got 2 viewers on Kick. All right. Welcome to Kick, and welcome to the folks on Kick. Thank you very much for being here. greatly appreciate it. So just to recognize those, that's what makes this live streaming so fun. I'm in 7 platforms, and you guys are watching. And I appreciate it. You guys are taking a little bit of your time to watch this knucklehead yap, 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 yap on this thing called the internet, and that just makes my day and stuff like that. And Liberty says finally rained here out there in the Buffalo area. Okay, yeah, we could use some rain. I don't know if we're going to get it. It's been a little bit dry and stuff like that. Let's see what's going on with my Surface 3 here. Let me reset this here. I got a couple. We've been having some Wi-Fi problems as far as here. That it's been in and out as far as that goes. Let's see. Let me redo this. Let me bring back up the. So it's good to have the presence here from all you people coming out to watch this knucklehead and stuff like that. So I do appreciate it. And let's see. Liberty says your channel makes me. I don't want you to be procrastinating. I don't want to be the blame for your procrastination. No, don't say that. No. Oh, I know you're just playing. I know you're having fun there. Let's see. How do I get to? What the hell? Let me see something here. What the hell's going on? Okay, I got to go profile and my channel. Okay, there we go. I'm rebooting it on my tablet. My tablet was still down from when the Wi-Fi went out. Okay, there we go. Now I got the chat there. That's good. Okay, but it's great to have you guys here on the Friday as we finish out the week, and you're just in time. Well, we got the sports. We got to do the sports. I forgot to do the sports. The only sport that's going on right now is baseball. So as of Wednesday night, the New York Mets, they beat the Angels 6-3. The New York Yankees, they beat the Blue Jays 8-4. Big Juice, the Guardians, they beat the Orioles. That's good. Wednesday night. And they lost last night, though. And the Mets and Yankees did not play last night. And let's see, going into the weekend, the Yankees will be playing the Phillies tonight at 7:05. So that means they're going into the weekend playing the Phillies. And the Mets, who do the Mets play this weekend? They play the Giants. They're out in California, so that's who they'll be playing tonight, Saturday, and Sunday for the weekend and stuff. So go Yankees and go Phillies. Double J or Big Juice's Guardians. Who are they playing? They're playing. Looks like they're playing this weekend. They're playing the Kansas City Royals. As far as that goes for the weekend. Yep, they're Kansas City Royals. So there we have it for the baseball as far as that goes. And, look at here. Who do we have here? We got Captain Rehab. Hey, good morning. Good morning. Coming in from the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And Captain Rehab says good morning to the missus. There she is. Let's see. Rich, I have a new favorite pitcher in Major League Baseball. And who would that be, Captain Rehab? Haven't been really watching. That's the only sport that's going on right now. Of course, there's one other thing after we find out what Captain Rehab's favorite pitcher is. Who's that? Is he on the Phillies? Let's see. Richard Fitz of the Boston Red Sox. Really? The Red Sox? That's one of the things when I was in the grocery store yesterday with the missus, we're over in the produce section and they got all the nuts. They had the bag of peanuts there and they had the Red Sox's logo on there. Who is this guy? You're gonna make me look now. Who is this Richard Fitz? Let's see what the skinny is on this guy as part of the baseball sports that we're talking about. Richard Fitz, an American professional pitcher for the Red Sox, made his major league debut last year, 2024. So he, okay. So what's the skinny on him? He's activated. Boston Red Sox activated RHP Richard Fitz from the 15. Oh, okay. He's just coming off the injury, the disabled thing here. He's coming off a rehab. He was born in 1999. Man, I feel freaking old. So, okay. Let's see. He has a recent game was this past Tuesday. He lost to the Philadelphia. Philadelphia beat him. His season, his ERA is 4.86. That's not very good, is it? That's a little high. Isn't that sort of high? Why is he your favorite? That doesn't make sense. You were surrounded by nuts at the grocery stores. I'm surrounded by nuts at work. That's good. I like that one. That's a good one, Captain Rehab. I like that one. Did you hear that one?
No, I did not.
I was saying when we were in the produce section,
Yeah.
I saw the nut section. There was a bag. They had some bags, and they were peanuts. They had Red Sox. And Captain Rehab goes, "You were surrounded by nuts in the grocery store. I'm surrounded by nuts at work."
Oh yeah.
That's a good one. That's because his name is the best name in baseball. Oh, okay. Because it's Richard. Okay, whatever. Okay. His ERA wasn't that great. There's something that's the only sports that's really going on. Of course, we're going to have NFL preseason coming up here at the end of the month. I've been talking. There's nothing new there other than wait until it happens. But there's something that happens today. It's not really a sports, but it's sports related. It has to deal with golf. Let me bring it up here. Adam Sandler has a new movie. Happy Gilmore 2 is released on Netflix today. I had to give that plug. I love the first one. So that might be our Saturday night movie for me and the missus. Adam Sandler's Happy Gilmore 2 that will be coming out. And it's Happy Gilmore who's a little older and stuff like that. But they bring back some of the old cast. It is out. It's going to be out Friday, July 25th it's out already. It dropped this morning at 3 a.m. And let's see. Adam Sandler's daughters, Sanda and Sonny Sandler, are in Happy Gilmore. His two daughters are starring in it, as far as that goes. So they're making their acting debut, as far as that goes. And Christopher McDonald makes and I think it was Julia Brown in the first one. I'm looking at the thing here, so I'm excited about that. I didn't talk about it, but I've been seeing the commercials, and who doesn't like Happy Gilmore, as far as go. Let's see, 3M Open, is that a golf tournament that's going on right now? 3M Open, what's that one? Is that part of the PGA? Yeah, that's a PGA Tour, 3-day. Okay, it's July 24th to the 27th. Right now, you have a Canadian, Swivenson. He's in the lead with the American S. Stevenson in second, and the other American is fourth. So, as far as we're talking about golf. So let's go ahead and thank you for pointing that out, Captain Rehab. We actually have a golf tournament going on. And that's this one right here. This is the one that Captain Rehab is talking about, the 3M Open that's taking place right now. It's a PGA Tour. And so on the day that Happy Gilmore 2 is released, and Emil Grillo, who's that? Let me get back to the page here. Emil Grillo. Don't see that person. Let's see. Oh, look at all the Americans. Wow. Right here. He's down in the bottom right here. Okay, so this the 3M Open is a professional golf tournament in Minnesota on the PGA Tour, held in TPC, Twin Cities, suburb of North Minneapolis, announced by the PGA Tour back in 2018. The tournament debuted in 2019. Minnesota-based company 3M is the title sponsor. So this is a big-time tournament. These are the big guys right here on the 3M Open. So so there we have it as far as that goes. Oh, that's your pick. Okay, I see. I don't know. I don't have a pick. It's just I don't know. I wouldn't have known it was going on until you said it. But it is a PGA Open. That's a little bit bigger than the Dix Open, which is a senior PGA tournament for the seniors PGA guys and stuff. That's so I usually watch the Masters and the that's the one down in Georgia, right? Every year, and the U.S. Open. Those are the two golf. So every once in what's that one over in Britain? The BCO or the British Open. Sometimes I'll if it's on TV, I'll watch it. You know, it's usually Sunday afternoon, just before dinner. We'll have the TV on. There's somebody golfing there and stuff like that. But the big golf event is Happy Gilmore 2 can be watched on Netflix. So as far as that goes, let's see. Go try out. You might get a double bogey. No, I'm trying to. As far as golf, and this is golf related. I don't know. Can I show this? Let me see. Let me unplug it. Do you guys know what this is? Does this look familiar? I've been playing golf on this. I tried playing. I've had this for. This is the Wii. Okay, and actually, this back here is a GameCube. I've been playing around with this. I got something in the mail. I've got a video capture card, and this all goes back to several weeks back. Well, I think it was last month. Smoking Schizo, who used to be here, I caught his broadcast. He's broadcasting from his old Xbox, and I said, "Wow." He said to a capture card, so I got a capture card. So it's either going to be bowling or golf will be the first game I play, because I've got this with the Wii. The best disc on this is the sports one. So this is a working Wii that I've had for a number of years. The kids are no longer here, so it's all mine. And let's see. Big Jew says, "Oh, that's the old Wii. You got bowl? Yeah, I got the bowling. I love the bowling. I tried golf for the first time just a couple days ago, and I'm like, wow, this is pretty cool." I got the capture key. I don't know if it's gonna on those, because you have to use because I got it hooked up to this TV, and you have one of these. And this is the bar. I got a wireless bar. I bought a wireless bar years back. I don't like that. And you have so I'm not sure. I might have to use the camera to look at that screen to bring this up. So I have the ability to play golf. So you may be seeing me play golf this weekend. Maybe tonight. We'll see. I said that last Wednesday. But I have the capability of bringing Wii games, and I'm trying to find them all because they're all hidden up in the attic and the kids' old room and stuff. But this thing's a video capture card, and one of the other things, it was only like $10. I was surprised, but I got this to work, and it works fairly well for other games and stuff like that. So just expanding on the thing. Let's see. Laura said, "Never seen something like that before." What, the Wii? You never seen the Wii, the Nintendo Wii? I actually you can still connect it to the internet, to be as far as that goes. And let's see. Big Juice, plug it in. Could you stream bowling on there, Roach? Yeah, I'm gonna be. That's my plans. I'm gonna be presenting bowling. And, other than Lord of the Rings, because I'm always talking about Lord of the Rings or, PUBG Battlegrounds. Let's go back to a retro game of bowling, golf, and what's the disc?
We're boxing. We can box.
Yeah, we can box. Oh, we can box together, couldn't
We
we?
can box each other.
Because here's the original Wii disc right here. That's the games. I got this. I still have this, and then this is the second one where I've got all the Wii games. I think there's a third one. So the Wii Sports, I love the bowling. It's right there. The bowling. If I just had bowling, I would be satisfied with that. So I'm a PC guy all the way. Well, I'm a PC guy too, Laura, but it's just that we have our side games and stuff like that. And the family, my kids, they grew up with Nintendo as far as that goes. And Captain Rehab says, Richard, next year's Major League All-Star game will be... Oh, it's in Philly. Oh, okay. That'll be cool. See if you can get tickets. I'll come down.
Oh, Richard.
She didn't want... So that's what we're working on. Oh, and here's the one that I want to... This is a Wii game. Ooh, look at this game, folks. I got to relearn this game right here. This is... You want to be a firefighter? You can on the Wii. Oh, the funny games and stuff like that. So let's see. Richard, next year's... Okay. And you and the missus could box each other. That would... Yeah, I got to see. I think the second controller is a little iffy, though. I don't know.
Oh, that'll be yours.
Huh?
That'll be yours.
Yeah, that'll be mine, so she can box me in the nose. I got to check that out. But I'm still relearning this. It's pretty interesting. I haven't touched this thing in years, and as far as that goes, and it's pretty neat stuff. And let's see. Liberty says, me and Mr. LL used to play tennis on the Wii. And I haven't played tennis. I've had the disc. I've always played bowling. And I got the firefighting one. I've got Call of Duty. There's a Call of Duty one I got. What other game do I got?
More stuff to keep him. No,
Yeah. More
some of it to keep you in your chair. Some
Yeah,
of it.
keep me in my chair here.
Yeah.
See, I've got this one. The kids got me this a long time ago. I played it for a little bit. And then, of course, there's always a Lord of the Rings one. So these are some of the games I found, and I'll be checking them out as far as that goes. And but I got to make sure that doesn't stay there for forever and stuff. If I'm not using it, I got to put it.
Need a house rehab game.
I'm not going to comment on that. I'm not commenting on house rehab and stuff. That's it. I get sucked up. But let's see. Let's see. Laura says retro stuff are cool. I like everything. Yeah, that's definitely retro as far as that goes, Laura. So we're gonna be looking at that as far as. Let me bring this up. Reset. We'll be looking at that as far as that goes, and I think it'll be some interesting stuff. That firefighting game is fun. Have you played it, Captain Rehab? I think I tried playing it, and I thought something was wrong with but you got to be at least 6 feet away. Well, at least 4 feet away from the I think I was up too close. So I got to do the mechanics. How am I going to present this as far as that goes? And Big Juice said, Richard needs his chair. No, she doesn't like that.
I need you to not have the chair.
But I like I said, I tried golf for the first time. The beginning of this week was the last time I really played with it and stuff like that. And I think the missus is hinting at something. Liberty says, "Yeah, she is. Yeah, yeah, that's pretty obvious, isn't it?" That's pretty. Hint.
Mild suggestion.
And you play? Oh, you have played it? Yeah. Okay. All right. So you okay? That's pretty cool. That's pretty neat. Yeah, it's a pretty neat game as far as it has different. It's would I call it a true firefighting simulator? Yeah, it makes you think. And Captain Rehab, he's laughing his ass off. He's like, I can't believe this. So that's a little bit of surprise on today's broadcast as far as what because when I went on break, you probably saw that box there and saying, what is that box? Because what is he doing back there? Captain Rehab said, I think Richard should practice golf on the Wii and then try. No, I'm not trying to join the PGA Tour. I can't hit a golf ball more than 50 yards, Captain. If I hit the golf ball, now my neighbor down the road here who I play chess, his backyard borders the golf course here that I walk on. And he golfs. He's pretty good. He's a good golfer. He's older than me. He's a senior. Well, I'm a senior too. Yeah, I'm a senior too, I guess, but he's more senior. But he's a good golfer, and he said that his missus there had one of her best games. They don't keep score.
Oh, they don't?
Yeah, if they keep score, she feels too pressured, which is
Why
about.
do you not keep score when you're in a league?
Oh, this is when they're not in the league.
Oh, when they're not in the league.
They're not in the
Okay,
league.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, they
yeah.
did. They were out there the other day, and he said he played his best game because he was doing. I think other than the 18 holes, I think all but 2, he was 1 over, which is a bogey or something like that. Which he and for him to do that on that course, that's pretty phenomenal. But anyway, I'm not going to the PGA anytime soon. If I do, I'm going to be there as a spectator. Okay, let's see what we got here in news. Let's see. Liberty says Richard should go pick up the lost golf. I do find my share, but I can't bring them home anymore because the missus won't let me. I have too many golf balls as it is.
You sit a desk behind him, he won't get rid of anything.
Yeah. Okay, what happened there? Oh, my Bluetooth went down on my earbuds. Okay, enough of that. We'll move on here. We got some art. Let's see what's going on in the news here and stuff like that. So, just as a note, again, Adam Sandler's newest movie, Happy Gilmore 2, is out, and it's inspiring me to play golf. We'll probably present it here sometime, or else the bowling. I don't know what do they call it? The PBA? Is it the Professional Bowling Association? I used to be a good bowler. I used to get up there. I had like a 180 average in bowling. I never was in a league though. Never in a league. I always liked to, but I used to do Midway Bowling down there in Newburgh, New York. That's where we used to hang out during the summertime. That's back when games were like 15 cents a game. Now they're a couple bucks a game, and you don't use paper anymore for the bowling. You just remember Bowling for Dollars? Oh, Bowling for Dollars. Oh my God, I remember that. That's something. Bowling for Dollars. I want to look for that one. Bowling for Dollars. Let me see. Bowling for Dollars. Yeah, Bowling for Dollars was a game show where contestants won money and prizes based on their bowling performance. The show featured a jackpot for bowlers who achieved 2 consecutive strikes and also awarded a prize for other accomplishments like spares and picked up from a pin board of prizes. It was a popular local TV format with different stations producing other variants and stuff like that. So, let's see, what do we got here? Let's see if I can pitch up an image. Okay. Yeah, Bowling for Dollars. That's something. Okay, let's see. What do we got here? And Laura says, only chess for me now, but chess is an interesting game. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Yeah, chess. I do the chess game. We used to play on Monday. Now we play on. We used to play on Fridays. Now we play on Mondays. And I got my butt kicked this last time. Well, I didn't get. I had the game all the way to the end, and then there was a last-minute checkmate at the end that just developed, and I was too focused on getting a pawn down to change out to a queen, and I wasn't watching my back file, and he snuck in behind me and checkmated me. Let's see. Captain Rehab says, in college, we went to the local bowling alley on Tuesday nights because It was $1 per game, and the beer pitchers. Yeah, those are the good old days, there, my friend. Those are the good old days. Bowling and beer, exactly. And a pitcher of beer for $5. What's it cost now? It's about $15 or something like that. I don't know. That's something. Okay, let's see what's on Fox 40 here for the news and stuff. I got to get some news in here before we're at an hour and a half. We've been talking about the Nintendo Retro, Adam Sandler's new movie. And if you guys, if you do watch it next week, give me an idea. I'm going to watch it tonight, and I'm going to talk about it Monday. As far as I see how is it better than the last one? What is it? My favorite part of the first one is with Bob Barker, Adam Sandler and Bob Barker. Their exchange in the first one. You had a mean Barb Barker. Okay, yeah. Same to you, Laura, with the coffee. Okay, let's move on to Fox 40 and see what's in the news there. Full disclosure, I have no affiliation with Fox 40. I just present things here that give you an idea of what's going on here in the southern tier of upstate New York. And we do have something here that's very significant to the southern tier, and that's the Speedy Fest. Speedy Fest preparations unofficially underway at Onondaga Park, which is over there in the Binghamton area. And let's go ahead and bring this one up. Speedy Fest is a big festival. They have balloons and all that. I've never been to a Speedy Fest because let's just say the amount of people that go to the Strawberry Festival here in Owego, you times that by 10. That's how many people go to the Speedy Fest. So let's go ahead and bring this up. Here we go.
Well, preparations for the annual Speedy Fest and Balloon Rally have begun at Onondaga Park as the festival is just a week away. Over the course of the next week, over 200 tents will be set up across the park, supporting food and craft vendors, local businesses, and the numerous special events taking place. Event organizers were worried about the state of the park after the recent storm that toppled over 200 trees in the park, but the Rowan County Parks Department was able to clear them up ahead of these preparations. Speedy Fest organizer Dave Pisagno said although he is the front man for prep efforts, there's plenty of people that make the event possible.
It's not just me. There's hundreds of people that make this work, from county to different businesses. So I'm maybe the face of it or get some credit for it. I don't like credit. The credit goes to the county and everybody else that's working hard that makes this event happen.
Okay, that's a gentleman that's the man in charge of stuff. I don't know who he is. I just know the Speedy Fest is a Speedy Fest. I don't know what he that statement. It's not about him and stuff. It's no, the Speedy Fest. It's good that you did it, but it's not about you. I don't know. It's but the Speedy Fest is a big event here in the southern tier of upstate New York, and it celebrates the Speedies, the Speedy sandwich. I had a Speedy sandwich when I went to the Strawberry Festival. It's a good southern tier item to eat. And as far as that goes, let's see, what else do we have on Fox 40? There's the Moon Public Library. We got that. Okay, there's nothing really else on, let's see, WEBO. There's nothing really on WEBO holding grand opening for dog. Oh, they had a dog park. Okay. Let's see, can we bring this one up? Let me see. Yeah, they got a new dog park opening up at Stray Haven. That's the local animal shelter. That's where we got Max from. So that's on WEBO. But I don't think there's anything else. Let me see here. Again, full disclosure, I have no association with Fox 40, WEBO, WNBF, Channel 12 News, and all these other news agencies that we're looking at their web pages. I'm looking, and I present articles here that show you a little bit of the southern tier of upstate New York here. And let's see, just gotta get one more thing. What the hell is this not going? Okay. Okay, there we go. Anything else in Tioga County for news? No. Okay, so let's go to WNBF. That's a radio station out of Binghamton. News Radio 1290. And there's nothing there. They talk about Hulk passing away as far as that goes. And let's see. Let's go to Channel 12. Channel 12 News. Let's see. Let's see. Anver honors employees and longtime member of Hartford Volunteer Fire Department. Okay, this has a fire truck in it, so let's check this one out. So, Anvo honors employee and longtime member of the Hartford Volunteer Fire Company, which is here in the southern tier. Let's go ahead and see what this one's about. It has a fire truck in it, so what the hell? Let's see what this one has to say.
Honor of 24/7 Day, a national initiative that recognizes first responders, medical personnel, and American Red Cross volunteers who serve their communities around the clock. Anvo is making a dedication in honor of someone who did just that. Edward Chip Chitster was a beloved Anvo employee and longtime member of the Hartford Volunteer Fire Company. Chip, who worked at Anvo from 2011 until his passing in April 2025, served the Hartford community as a volunteer firefighter for 40 years, including 29 as assistant fire chief.
Chip was a longtime Anvo team member and longtime assistant fire chief. He served the volunteer fire department since he was young. So he was a pillar of the community. So it was really important to us to make sure we recognized his legacy at our store.
The ceremony included the unveiling of a memorial that will be permanently displayed at the Anvo location in Hartford. As part of the observance, Anvo's Gibson location will offer free coffee to all first responders with a valid ID all day today.
Okay, Anvo, that's one of the stores that are along the when you go to arrest a gas station along the interstate and stuff like that, and they're throughout the southern tier here. There's a few of them along Route 86, and that's one over there in Hartford. And they're talking about. I just picked up on it as far as when they were talking about it. The gentleman that passed away here recently, the so-called the line of duty death. Of Hartford fire chief that when he responded to a fire, he had a heart attack once he arrived there. So because he was at the fire scene, it's considered a line of duty death. I have some opinions on that, but I'll keep it to myself. But it's to honor him, his legacy, as far as his duty and all that, and such. So that's a good thing as far as a local merchant honoring someone and a group of people, the emergency responders. That do things to help out the community. So that's a good article right there. I did click Anvo. That's they have one here in Tioga County along 86, and it's just right outside of Wego here and stuff. So okay, let's see what else we have here. That's on WBNG. Let's see, what else do we have? So with all these carnivals that are happening, we do have county fairs going on. We have the Speedy Fest going on. You have all these other local fairs, and a lot of times they'll have all these carnival rides. Well, what is it? You got New York State Department of Labor and local carnival are prioritizing ride safety. You got to make sure these rides are safe. We don't need to have an end. So, but they're setting up at the Speedy Fest these rides, And Captain Rehab says Owego. Yep, that's the county seat here. Owego, New York. And so they're going to have some of these rides. Oh, did they? Oh, that's see, and that probably comes back to child ride safety, and that's what they're trying to do here, setting up for the Speedy Fest. Let's go ahead and listen to this one.
Thousands of New Yorkers head to fairs and carnivals throughout the rest of the summer. The state's Department of Labor wants to make sure that carnival rides are as safe as possible for carnival goers. Soul News' Brian Melanson has an inside look at how the DOL and carnival organizers guarantee this safety.
It's our utmost importance to be ride safety. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about, being safe.
Carnival season is in full swing across New York State. The Department of Labor and those organizing fairs want to make sure the public knows that safety remains their number one priority. New York State DOL members inspect stationary amusement parks once a year, but for traveling attractions like Gillette Show's Carnival, who puts on the Broome County Fair, inspections are constant to ensure safety.
Where other rides are assembled and they're at, amusement parks, they're up all year. Ours are taken apart every week and inspected every week.
For Jerry Gillette, the carnival's owner, nothing is left unchecked in between attractions.
We move every week, so these rides are dismantled and erected every week. So we can take them apart, actually look at them, look at if there's any wear spots, any pins that need replacing or bolts.
The Department of Labor and Gillette enforce a strict checking process where rides are thoroughly inspected during delivery, after assembly, and during operation to ensure safety, proper maintenance, and correct operator handling.
New York State has one of the best safety programs in the country. They have great ride inspectors. Yes, things happen, of course, but New York State is probably the best in the country for ride safety.
Gary Pendell, president of the Broome County Fair, goes the extra mile to make sure his entire staff are well trained to operate these rides smoothly.
All my staff, we go to the New York State Association of Fairs. They have safety programs that they all attend every year.
He has the utmost confidence in the safety of his attractions.
My kids ride these rides, my grandkids ride these rides, and I would not hesitate whatsoever to get on one of these rides and go.
Both Gillette and Pendell say safety is their top priority, so guests can have the most fun and memorable experience possible without the worry. Brian Melanson, 12 News.
So there you have it, with all these rides that are popping up at county fairs and events. It's imperative to have safety as far as riding it and stuff like that. And let's see, Liberty says there's some good rides there. We just had the Canal Fest. Okay, so and hopefully they inspect them. And like I said, in New York State, this indicates that they're getting tougher. As far as what Captain Rehab was saying about this child that passed away, 9-year-old dies at Hershey Park, the Broadway Water Park, in distress incident. The 9-year-old passed away at Hershey Park in Pennsylvania on Thursdays, despite tireless efforts to save the youngster, a company announced. Hershey Entertainment CEO John Lawn said lifeguards noticed a child was distressed at the boardwalk, the park's thermal water attraction, when they jumped to perform immediate rescue. The child was rushed to the nearby Milton S. Hershey Medical Center in Hershey Park, but was pronounced dead soon after arriving. So the boardwalk features 16 different water attractions located in the northern section of the 119-year-old Pennsylvania amusement park. I've been to this park. It seems like it's a safe park. So as far as that goes, so I'm just looking at the article from the New York Post there and stuff like that. So that's tragic right there, as far as that goes, folks. That is very tragic. So it's imperative that we have safety as far as related to these rides, as far as that goes. So Okay, let's see. Again, full disclosure, no association with Channel 12 News, CBS affiliate there in Johnson City, New York, along with all these other news entities that I'm presenting. Let's see, what else do we have? Anything else on... and that's about it for WBNG. And Liberty says those water slides are wicked. Wow. Yeah, they are. They are. Let's see. Let me get back here. Was that a drowning off a water? I think it might have been. They weren't specific, but they said that the individual was in distress related to water. You know, if you're drowning, you're in distress. So it could be. They weren't very specific in the article. I'm not going to dig any deeper. Just a tragedy. That the child passed away, and and that's a ride where maybe the people that work the rides, they need to be a little more attentive. So I'm not sure if it was or not, Liberty. Those water slides are wicked. Yeah, they are. Yeah. So I guess there's like a whole bunch of events or something like that dealing with the water. Usually it's a roller coaster falling off or something, or somebody swinging around and they get tossed by a ride. This was, I would, from what I read, it sounds like it was a drowning of some sort. Okay, let's see what we got here. Let's see what else we got here on. Let's go to the whale. There's the same articles on the whale as WNBF. Channel 34. Destination New York, Wild Center. What's this about? Let's see what this is. Does this have yeah, let's listen to this one here. Destination New York. This is from Tupper Lake, New York. Many say our future depends on finding ways for people and nature to thrive together. As Destination New York, Matt Lawford shows us, that's why the Wild Center in Adirondacks. Okay, so this is about the Adirondacks. Let's go ahead and watch this one here. Give you an idea of it. This is a place here in New York State that for you those out there, this shows you more of what New York State is. It's not all about the city. We got the Adirondack Mountains, gorgeous place. I've camped up there. It's beautiful.
Our future depends on finding ways for people and nature to thrive together. As Destination New York's Matt Laufer shows us, that's what the Wild Center in the Adirondacks is all about.
Nestled right in the heart of the Adirondacks, something wild is happening in the quaint mountain village of Tupper Lake, New York. Welcome to the Wild Center.
The Wild Center is this really unique mashup of a bunch of different things. We're part Natural History Museum, Science Center, we're part aquarium, and we're part outdoor attraction. If you were ever interested in hiking a high peak or, canoeing one of the many lakes or rivers here in the Adirondacks, but maybe you've never done it before, you just kind of want to get your toes wet and get an introduction, the Wild Center is a great place for that.
One of the award-winning attractions that really put the Wild Center on the map.
We're standing on top of Wild Walk, which is a totally accessible way to get up above the trees and get panoramic views of the Adirondacks.
For those looking for a bird's eye view of the Adirondacks, this giant eagle's nest is the place to be. If you'd rather keep your feet on the ground, but you still want to spread your wings, head over to the Wild Center's 54,000 square foot state-of-the-art museum.
Birdly, which is an augmented reality experience that gives you the sense of flying like a bird through different landscapes. That's inside of the museum. You would see it in the Adirondacks, you would see it at the Wild Center, and vice versa. So everything from North American river otters, which are the stars of the show, to birds of prey and owls, all the way down to fish and reptiles.
It's all about making education fun.
We can inspire people to be more excited about natural history, conservation, and education by getting them to engage in hands-on programming with our naturalists, as well as bringing them closer to our animal neighbors.
Wild Center is for anybody who is passionate about nature.
For more information and to plan your trip, visit wildcenter.org.
Okay, one of the many places here in New York State that you can visit, and the Adirondacks, I know firsthand, it's gorgeous. It's simply gorgeous. And oh, sorry about that, folks. Let me bring this back. Hit the wrong button. It's simply gorgeous as far as that goes. And you got the Catskills right below, so that area itself, there's so much to do. Lake George is up there. It's a fun place to go camping and fishing. And I'm not much of a hunter. My older brother, he hunts up in the Adirondacks and the Catskills, and as far as that goes, and it's a pretty neat place. Pretty neat place. Okay, so that's on channel 34. That was their main story. Let's see, what else do we have? Anything else? I'm not seeing anything else. Let's go. WENY. Oh, here we got a carousel at Eldridge Park. This is, let's see what this one's about. Does this have they got a carousel out in Elmira. Let's go ahead and this is on WENY. They don't have a video, but I'm going to go ahead and read this article because you know how I'm Google eyes over. We have 6 of them up there that are old ones. This is one that's out in Elmira. And what we got here, let me see if I bring this up. Where is it? This is right here. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is on WENY. This is a TV station out in Elmira, New York. Eldridge Park celebrates Carousel Day. That's what today is. Today is Carousel with free rides, family fun, and such. And but one of Elmira's most beloved landmark is taking the spotlight today, Friday, this Friday night, at Eldridge Park, hosting its annual celebration of National Carousel Day. That's today, folks. From 5 to 9 p.m., the community is invited to take a free spin on the park's historical carousel, one of the fastest in the country, originally built in 1920. So this is a 7th. We have 6 up in the Binghamton, Endicott, Johnson City. So you just go west from Binghamton, that would be about 45 minutes. From where I'm at, it's about less than 30. It's about maybe 20, 30 minutes. There's a 7th one. So we got 7 carousels here. Let's see. Captain Rehaz says, my ex-wife. Yeah, okay. Yeah, she gave you. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, okay, Captain Rehab. I gotcha. You know where I got that? You know I can't show that comment. Being funny. But the carousels there, this carousel is a 7th one. I wasn't aware. I didn't think that one was that old, but it was built in 1920. The ones that are up here in Binghamton, Vestal, Endicott, Johnson City, they were built in that time period too. So there's 7 carousels in the southern tier. So we're the carousel capital of the world, folks, here. But this one originally built in 1920, the Eldridge Park carousel was fully restored and remains a nostalgic centerpiece of the summer in the Twin Tiers. The event includes access to the park, other attractions with food and refreshments available at the Lakeside Cafe and Hershey's ice cream stand. Organizers say it's a chance to bring the family together, celebrate local history, and highlight one of the Elmira's largest standing traditions, and that's the carousel. I can't emphasize enough. The carousels, they're freaking great. Eldridge Park first opened its park back in the late 1800s, and its carousel featured hand-carved wooden horses, has been a fixture in the community for generations, as well as here in the Binghamton, Endicott, Johnson City area. It's just I love a carousel. That to me, that is summertime. Summertime is the carousel. Liberty says, is that the carousel that? No, that's the one in Elmira. That's the one that's being worked on. I think that's the one that's outside Ross Park Zoo. This is the 7th one. Okay, so I forgot about this one, that the one that's out in Elmira. Binghamton is about a 40 minute drive to the west, and Elmira is about a 30 minute. So there's one out in Elmira, and there's 6 of them in around the Binghamton, Johnson City, Endicott area. But the 6 by the end of the summer, all 6 will be working. So we have 7 carousels here in the southern tier of upstate New York that, and you know, they to the average person, oh, what's so big? It's the nostalgia of remembering one's childhood to ride one of these things. I can't emphasize that. It's great fun. I love a good carousel. I do. I love it. You know, they're just to sit there and look at them. This is something that goes back to, that was first built in 1920, and they're still operational. That's a testament to the folks that take care of these. Okay, let's see. Okay, Liberty says 2. You have 2 there that I know of the Herschels, and one in Alico, New York. Okay, in the greater Buffalo area. Okay, you can find some of them here, and I know there's others here in New York State, but to have 6 of them within a less than a 15-20 minute drive of each other, that's something as far as that goes. So I like that. I like that article. That was a good article. Okay, let's see. What else do we have on WENY? It's going to be a hot day today, I guess they're talking about. And okay, that's it. Let's see. Channel 18 News. That's out there in Elmira also. Not seeing anything. Let's see. Liberty says speedboat races on the mighty Niagara next week. Okay, yeah. Plus during the wintertime, I've been up there, Buffalo, the lake there. They have the people that. Well, no, this is before winter. It was it was during the fall time. They do the windsurfing up there on the lake. As far as that goes. Okay, so I don't see anything else on WENY or Channel 18. Let's see, anything on the Penny Saver? Let's see, there's anything on this? Is there any additional pictures there? No, not there. Let's see. Nothing going on there. Broome County receives its first electric bus. What's that about? Let's see. Bob Joseph. This is on KISS 105. Let's see. Does he have a... He usually has a... no, he doesn't have a video, but let me go ahead and... This is on KISS 105. What the hell's going on here? Let me see. Get this squared away here. Okay, there it is. Let's see. This is on 105, KISS 104.1. No, but Broome County, which is the next county over here, receives its first electric bus. What's that about? Of course, a lot of cities and metropolitan areas are going to electric buses. And but the BC Transit bus fleet is being expanded with an addition of 6 new battery electric vehicles. Several of the next generation buses have arrived there in Broome County in recent days. The Gillig buses were driven thousands of miles from the company in California. Okay, so they came across the country here. The cost of each bus and its associated charges is about $1.3 million. The company that compared to $600,000 for conventional diesel buses and $800,000 for third generation hybrid bus. But they had a lot of hybrid buses, both gas and electric. County officials in Broome County didn't make available anyone to discuss the new buses, but the statement released by the County Public Transportation Commission said vehicles must undergo the necessary preparations for post-delivery inspection to become ready for use. Was last January, I was told that they expect the first electric bus to be delivered in London or in August. It's got here 6 Hilo 180 kilowatt chargers have been installed at the BC Transit Complex in Vestal, New York. That's where they house them to. So they got electric buses, some few more electric buses, and I think they're a lot cleaner than the diesel. I hated to be behind a diesel bus. You get all that diesel fumes and stuff like that. So that's a good article right there. We got electric buses going on here in the trip out there in Binghamton, Vestal, and the BC Transit that handles Binghamton, Endicott, Johnson City, Vestal, Endwell, that area right there in Broome County. Okay, that was a good article. We don't usually get articles from 104, but that's 104. And that's about it for there. Let's go, let's see, up Liberty's Way there in Country 106.5. What do we got on there? Anything? I'm not seeing anything. Oh, what's this? What's this? Taylor Swift's her ex-mom. Very glad that. Okay, that's in 106. That's I thought she broke up with Kelsey. It's a previous encounter there that she had. Let's see. Liberty is saying, how much money do you think charged for those? Well, they were just saying. Let me get back to the article here. Where is it? The buses themselves. What do they charge? I guess for the lot, the cost of each electric bus and its associated charger, each one of those buses was $1.3 million, and that's compared to $600,000 for a conventional diesel bus. So they're up there in price, folks. $800,000 for a third generation. So the cost of each electric bus and its associated charger is $1.3 million. So they got 6 of them. So that's close to almost $8 million, $7.5 to $8 million for the 6 buses. That's what the article's saying. The cost of each electric bus and its charger is you can't have the bus without the charger, as far as that goes. So, and I guess if they get their uses, that's a lot of money, but it's, I don't know, for mass transit, you've got a lot of people using it. You can make that up in 1 year as far as fares. I don't know, whatever it costs to ride on the bus now. Let's see. Let's check Power 93.3 WBLK, and they don't have any articles on there either. They're the same as the other one. So I think we're at the end of our end of the line there for news there, folks. So had some good articles there. Some good Friday morning articles there to sort of our second half of the broadcast here of the Friday morning coffee. And let's see, how long we've been on. We've been on 2 hours and 11 minutes. Okay, so I think it's time for me to exit stage left here, folks, and get my day started. So going down the list of people that were here, I want to say thank you to Tina, who was here, and also Double J's coming in from a undisclosed location there, as I like to say, and as far as that goes. And let's see, where are we at here? We're back up here. And let's see. What's that, Liberty? Let's see. What they didn't say how much to charge her though. Like cars, you have to. Well, that was what is it, 1 point something million for the bus and the charger. So I don't know what that breaks down as far as the bus. The bus is probably more than the charger. So that's per unit. Okay. So I know when they sell electric cars, they don't. The thing is separate, but I guess in this deal, the bus came with the charger, so it's 1.2 million or something, whatever they said there, as far as that goes. And let's see, I'm not an electric. I'm on the fence. It's intriguing technology, but it's not going to be a cure-all. Okay, so. But I guess in the long haul, electric buses make sense, and they might be more efficient. I don't know. I don't know what the studies say as far as that. So I'm sort of on the fence as far as that goes. And let's see. Liberty says, "Me too. I have to go." Probably. Oh, there you go again, procrastinating. Oh, Liberty, what are we going to do with you? What are we going to do with you, huh? Okay, let me see. Can I get rid of that? Yeah, unpin. But continue on. We were saying Tina was here. Double J's was here. Going down the list, we had the deplorables. Thank you very much, deplorable, coming in on the Rumble side. Laura Gramus coming in from Norway. Thank you, Laura. And I'll be watching your video as far as that goes after I get done here. And Big Juice, Steve, coming in from the Buckeye State of Ohio. Thank you very much, Steve, being here as far as that goes. And then we had, who else did we have? Going down the list, we had Tony D coming in. Tony D, thank you, my brother veteran, my good friend and fellow broadcaster. Thank you, Tony. Have a great day down there in Georgia. And going down the list, I think we had Liberty. Thank you, Liberty. You have a great one too. And you take care of yourself, Liberty. Thank you very much for being here from the Buffalo area. Greatly appreciate that, Liberty. Thank you very much. And Captain Rehab, of course. Captain Rehab. He's working with a bunch of nuts. Captain Rehab and the nuts. Thank you, Captain Rehab, for being here. These are the people that are in the chat here, folks. And let's see. I think I got everybody as I'm going down the list. We kept it towards the end here. And I don't think I missed anybody. Okay. And Laura says, have a good one and take care. Same with you, Laura. Appreciate it, my friend. And what is that? I can't see that. That's too small, Laura. I'm gonna have to get my magnifying glass out as far as that goes. But thank you for those people in the chat. Thank you for those people that are watching, that just sat back and watched. You took a little bit of your time to watch this knucklehead. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much for you all out there. And those people that are watching on the replay, thank you very much as well. And listening on the audio pod on the because we repurpose this over there on the thing. And I'm not sure what that is, Laura. Let's see. Is it coming up on what it is? I have no idea what that is. That's the second one there. I'm not sure what that is. But at any rate, I am Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich here on Rumble Studios, where we broadcast it out into Rumble, Locals, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook Live, X Live, and also on Kick. So I want to say thank you to the folks there on all those platforms. Greatly appreciate it. And I made it bigger. It didn't come in bigger. So, but at any rate, thank you very much. And with that, we're all done with the broadcast here, and I greatly appreciate. I'm not sure if I'm going to go out for a walk or not. The missus isn't. Her foot's not feeling all that great, so I don't know. It's 81 right now, so it looks like I'm gonna be doing some stair work here or something like that. Try to do something. There, I'm procrastinating. Liberty. I said I'm just gonna sit here in the chair and play. All right, folks. You all have a great one. Again, Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich here on Rumble Studios, or here on Rumble. using Rumble Studios. And I'm over there on X at Fireman Rich. And that Laura says it's a big screen. It's a squirrel eating nuts, saying that's nuts. Oh, the nuts thing. Okay. That's for Captain Rehab. He's working with the nuts. Okay, folks. Again, you all have a great one. You can check me out over on X at Fireman Rich. All other fine social media platforms. Google at Fireman Rich, and you'll see where I'm at as far as that goes. And you'll see where I'm at. I do appreciate it. You all have a great Friday. We made it to the weekend. Let's enjoy the weekend. We'll be talking to you soon. You all have a great one. Live life. Have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care, folks, and thanks again. Great show today, folks. Thank you very much.